Kamunabi Honbu.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Karasu here with the Kamunabi Headquarters with my good friends Glowplasma, your Calcan, and Edo Serafino. How are you guys all doing today?
It's Kagurabachi
Good.
talking day. Good.
It's Hibachi talking time.
Never a bad time, you know?
There's never a bad time to Kagura on some Hibachi.
So true.
Objectively, I think there are just, a few. But, I mean, we're not going to get into all of the nitty-gritty. I mean...
You know, the
Most
best
of
time
the
to
time.
Kagura some the best time to
There is no
Kagura
exception to
Sambachi
every
is
rule.
Sunday at 11.
Right.
Or Sunday,
But this is
whatever
a
time
second.
is Japanese midnight, so
Oh, true.
time zones exist.
Sunday at 11 for me.
Oh, it's the same for me, I mean...
Oh,
Best
man.
time of the week.
It's chapter was pretty crazy, guys.
Yeah, I was not expecting just to, stay on Hakuri the entire chapter. I'm not complaining in the slightest. It was amazing. But, legitimately, I did not think that was going to be the move the Hokuzono was going to make for Chapter 80.
Yeah, that surprised me too. Like you said, not complaining at all. It was wonderful. But yeah, no, that did surprise me that we stuck with him the whole time.
Yeah, I mean, I love the guy, but it's I'm happy we got it, but it's just, so surprising. You're just okay, I have all the Executioner stuff last time, and now it's... Okay, full Hakuri chapter. Again, I'm not complaining. Don't misconstrue anything I say.
Oh yes, Hakuri the goat. My baby boy, the goat.
Real. My child.
I don't know, Edo, were you a little disappointed this chapter when it, stayed on Hakuri the whole time, or were you happy with what you got?
Not, I'm absolutely not disappointed. We got very few Hakuri content in the last month, so a full-on chapter for him was just enough. If we continue with him the next chapter, I'm still happy about it because he's a great character with with an interesting development.
I love Hakuri.
I think what's really
That's-
interesting is that we can just sort of sit down here and see that Hokuzono has built up all of these side characters so well that right now they're the ones who are carrying the story. We're not focusing on our main character Chihiro right now because he's off somewhere else. So it's really awesome to see that Hokuzono can take these past 3 chapters, put it into perspective of all of our side casts, and let them run the show. It's a really awesome thing to see this manga do, when some manga really struggle to make those characters to have arcs like this happen. But I'm really happy that Hokuzono's been able to build up Hakuri, Aizami, all of these other guys enough that we're all very much happy to be oh yeah, 2 months of just these guys fighting into Kamunabi Headquarters, we love this, you know?
Yeah.
Like Bleach. In Bleach, there are even entire arcs where the main character does not really fight. For example, the Battle for Karakura is all about the side characters. It's an entire arc based off side characters, and I love it because there's so much development, there's so much content for some minor characters. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm absolutely loving that about this this arc here. It's really getting into side characters and other NPCs that we thought were just kind of NPCs, but are kind of finding out that they're not just NPCs anymore. You know.
Finally learning their names.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, speaking of Glow, so I'm gonna say it here live on the camera.
Oh no.
You are wrong. Kudo is not the traitor.
We don't know that. Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
Kudo is a good guy.
it's only
I
currently
know-
heavily implied. I mean, but until we get confirmation, I would. I'm not going to say anymore. I don't want to spoil our series, but we never know. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, hold on.
Kudo is just a chill guy.
I have proof in the writing. In the writing that Kudo is not the traitor. Okay?
You can't mean that. I mean, it's just like
I mean this. I mean this. You want me to delve into it right now?
do it right now.
Do it right now? Okay. So, upon the assumption that Warrior's Path is Kudo's innate sorcery, the kanji are as follows. I have one kanji, which usually refers to a person who is well respected, educated, and often associated with intellectual pursuits, being like a gentleman or a scholar.
It's the
Also-
samurai kanji.
Yeah,
One of
yeah.
the two samurai kanji.
They can also be used to describe somebody with a strong moral compass and unwavering principles, as well as individuals with exceptional abilities or skills in a various field. The other kanji needs to be transparent, leave a gap, permeate, filter, penetrate, see through, to be clear. Basically just means transparent. So, when you put it together, it can be interpreted that it's very transparent. He is a person who is well respected and educated, like a gentleman or scholar, and somebody with a strong moral compass and unwavering principles. Not the traitor, it's clear as day, it's literally in the writing. Well, you have to stay forever now.
But what if that name is a fake out? Tell me right now. What if Hokuzono said, alright, I know those people over in the West are going to overanalyze the name I give this character, Kudo, and he is the traitor. So what if I fake them all out, make the reveal even more interesting? Oh, what's the guy's name who was revealed this chapter? Ishiki? Oh man, what does his name mean?
First demon.
First demon.
He could have just been the first
Well-
member of the Kabanagi, the first lethal weapon that they had. It doesn't mean he's a bad guy, right? All makes him being a good person all the more of a cool thing after we've overanalyzed his name. So what I'm saying is that Kudo is still the traitor until proven otherwise.
Let's see.
I
You'll
like
see.
that line of thinking, actually. The, like, fake, like, the switch the... No, I cannot
Yeah.
talk. Oh my goodness.
Focus always got to bait and switch us.
Yeah, I like that line of thinking. However, I do still think Ichiki is the traitor.
I still think he's traded.
But
I've
but
been
hey,
saying
think
it for
about-
months now, so I have to stick by it.
Think about it this way, guys. Last chapter we learned Kudo's name. This chapter we learned Ichiki's name. By like 7 more chapters, we should have all of the names of the higher ranking Kabanaki, which means that we'll learn all their names and we can tell which one exactly is the traitor whenever they have like the kanji for I am the big evil traitor guy in their name, you know? And then you'll
It's
wonder
probably going to be the earlobe guy.
then you're going to wonder how this government
Yeah.
organization had this guy with the kanji for traitor in his name the entire time and never once suspected him.
Yeah, this nigga is called Unagiri Mono, but surely he's not a traitor.
Oh, man.
I stand by my principles. You guys say nothing up to me.
But I think it's just a big. I don't know if there's even an English term for it, but we call it super capsula. Just an entire speech that does not mean nothing. Just a little thing about Ishihara. Ishihira. Uh,
Yeah, what about him?
when just when he was started to talk about his daughter, I thought, okay, this. I was thinking, yeah, this bro is gonna die very soon. But literally the next chapter, he cuts his throat, and it was like, alright, not at this early. And poor Hakuri, he he has seen the two people fucking slice
Yeah.
the throat in front of him.
My
But
gosh,
you
that
know
made me
what?
sick.
His daughter's been let out alive. Hopefully.
True.
I saw this meme already some days ago with the Doofenshmirtz template. If I had a nickel for every time someone sliced their throat in front of me, I had 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Cal, didn't you make that joke in your video?
I made that joke in my video and I did not see the meme, but also like that doesn't surprise me that it exists.
I mean, it is just such a common format.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah.
Okay, so like here's a cool question, guys. So like, why did Bird Mask turn into a stand?
What?
Oh yeah,
Why did
that's
Bird?
absolute scene right there.
Oh, sorry, guys, I'm like dying here in the background.
No, you're good.
What are you guys talking about? Bird mask into a stand?
Oh,
The
Yeah,
guy who's
the
like,
special squad guy.
Oh,
yeah,
the guy next to
the anti
Ikuno, Hajime, or whatever his name is.
Hajime.
Hajime,
Right.
yeah.
I
I had no idea
yeah,
what his
so-
name was.
I think he's probably just like some Shikigami or something, or he was just a construct or whatever. Because I also saw a lot of like talk on Twitter after the fact. It's like, oh, whatever he got like that massive thing impaled through him by Sojo whenever he used May or whatever during that big battle. I say big, it was like a chapter long. He didn't bleed any blood, so people were like, was he just like this spirit thing the whole time? And that very much makes sense with now that Hajime is back here in this panel. So that's what I'm thinking, at least.
You know, it makes really sense. Yeah. Now that I think of it, yeah.
I was gonna say, I wonder if it's like it's kind of like, I mean, okay, obviously it can't be a 1-for-1 because that would just be plagiarism. But I almost wonder if it's like a situation in the JJK with like vengeful spirits,
Oh.
With what spirits?
like in JJ.
I do not remember this.
In JJ. Okay, so in JJK, if a sorcerer is killed without cursed energy, they become a vengeful spirit, which is the. Sorry. An ultra powerful, like, way wacky off the wall cursed spirit.
Huh. I mean, he was
Yeah,
killed,
like
so...
now he is. Sorry, what were you saying?
I was just saying, like, yeah, he was killed, so it would make sense.
I don't remember. I need to reread
thought.
the stuff with the special squad, maybe. Well, I guess if it comes up again, like again after this time, then I'll be like, okay, I'll go back. But like, I didn't really pay much attention to them because it's like most of them die. So like, when this dude showed up again, I was like, oh, like him, I remembered, and then Kazane or Kazane, whatever, however you say it.
Sensation man.
Yeah, like I remembered him, and then the Akudo, isn't that his name?
Yes.
Yeah, I had to look it up for my video. But yeah, I'm curious about the whole mask guy because everyone was bringing that up, and I was like, "What's wrong with this? I'm not sure what the problem is." And I was like, "Oh,
Yeah, he got a
this was
hole
an
in
actual
him.
dude before." Yeah, I forgot about that.
And everyone is losing their mind on the glasses girl.
Yeah. Dude, and barely anyone's talking about the guy, the glasses girl, and then there's Akudo, and then the guy right above Akudo with the black hair. He is beautiful, and no one's talking about him.
He reminds
Derek
me of
said he outmogged Glasses Girl, I think, but that could be because it's coming from me.
I don't even think
I
Glasses
don't
Girl
remember
was like
his
that
name, but
crazy.
you know the Nexus body in Demon Slayer.
Oh my
Then
gosh, I'm watching Demon Slayer right now.
the Kai guy, I think his name is. Just let me look it up. Just 1 second.
Won't stop, guys. Sorry. Okay, sorry. Continue. You were talking about Demon Slayer.
Yeah, he's looking up something right now just
Yeah,
to fact check himself.
Kaigaku.
Okay.
There is
Kaigaku.
a character in Demon Slayer that really looks like that black haired guy up here.
Yes, he does look like Kaigaku. You're so correct, dude. Oh my god. Kaigaku, that demon.
I can see it.
You said you're watching Demon Slayer right now, Cal?
Yeah,
What part are you at?
I'm on season 4.
Who's the
So I'm in the
season
middle.
4?
Right, yeah, I'm Swordsmith Village is season 4, right?
Oh yeah.
I thought that
That's
was
where I'm at.
3. It doesn't matter, but
Yeah,
You know, I think-
they kind of did it interestingly. I'm so excited for the Infinity Castle movies, though.
Dude,
Yeah.
I'm excited for that too, because I went and saw Mugen Train when they re-released it in theaters, and it was my first time watching it, so I was sick. And then even though we were like, there's a potential this could spoil things for us, but like since they're showing a special teaser, we should watch it, and it looks really cool.
Oh yes.
Yeah, on September 11, the first film of the Infinity Castle arc comes here, so I go watch it.
I don't know.
was
I
from
don't
the
like the
trailer.
movies.
You don't like
Really?
the movies?
No, I don't like taking the full arc and turning it into a movie. Like, I think it's fine in a case. I think this is something that Gintama did, is when you go and take the final arc or the final segment and turn it into a big movie and end it off that. I think that's fine. But just, like, making it, alright, you've got all of these episodes you should watch. And then, I know they went back and, like, chopped up the movie and re-added some scenes in to make the episodes out of it. But I just don't like when they put a movie halfway through saying, hey, this is the next part of the story, and now you can watch the next. I just don't like that. It's my opinion. I just don't.
Oh.
I just
think
don't
it's
like
kinda
that
fun.
delivery.
Those are the last 3 movies, and then the story of Demon Slayer is complete, so it's the final arc.
Yeah, but still, it's like, oh, we're going to make you go and watch 3 separate movies to get this entire final arc. When I don't know. I just don't like. I never have.
It's
liked
gonna
it.
be 3 movies.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
it's
they're
gonna be
probably going to be
3
released
movies.
until like 2028 or something like that.
What?
It's gonna be.
I
kinda
didn't
crazy.
know they were making 3. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
Demon
it'll be
Slayer
going
IP is
on.
getting
They're-
milked.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's true.
Sorry, I cut you off there, Karasu.
Oh no, you're good. I'm just kind of spacing off. I'm full out of it today, guys. Not gonna lie.
It's okay.
Yeah, you're all good.
I'm excited for the new Haikyuu movie, but it'll still be a while for that.
Don't spoil anything. I haven't seen Haikyuu yet.
I won't. It's my favorite game. It's a volleyball game. You can't really spoil that much.
What's your favorite? I don't know. When it came to like sports anime, I was always more of like broke on a basket, you know.
To be fair, I've never actually sat down and watched a true sports anime. I just read whatever occasionally comes up in Jump or sometimes in other places. Like, I've never watched anything.
You know, I'm
Okay, but, like,
watching
when it comes
Haikyuu
to
now, but I
sports
read it
anime-
all and it's great.
When it comes to sports anime, though, Kuroko on a Basket is like the peak, though, because like these high school kids literally have fucking basketball superpowers. It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm reading Fujimaki's current manga in Jump, and I have to say, it doesn't make me want to go read Kuroko no Basket.
You
But
said it doesn't?
yeah, well, he's currently writing. Fujimaki's currently writing a series called Kill Blue, which has a lot of really awesome moments, and it shows that he's like a veteran author who knows what he's doing. But at the same time, it's like it's also got a lot of like some weird stuff in it to where I'm like, God, I don't really know if I want to read any of his previous works if there's stuff like this in there. So it's one of those weird things where eventually I'll probably sit down and check it out, but
No, I got you. Yeah, I mean, stuff like that. I mean, it's better to watch the show anyways, because, like, the mangas just don't do them justice.
yeah, it's a whole debate we could have right now. Is the whole anime versus manga adaptation debate.
¿Por qué no los dos?
The true answer. I
Yes.
also say "Porque no los dos" a lot, so it's really funny that you say that.
I've never heard
That
that in
is
my
my
life.
catchphrase.
Really?
That is literally my catchphrase.
It's just why not both in Spanish, but
yeah. Like every
But
time
me-
I have a choice to like, two really good things, I'm always like, well, why not the both?
dude, me and my sister say "Porque no los dos" all the time.
Like one of my favorite things to say in Spanish, actually.
No, it's a
I'm
good
fluent,
one.
but that's like one of the only things that comes out of my mouth usually.
I'm not fluent in the slightest, but I do know that, and it's funny.
I know nothing.
Oh well, Edo, what's the Italian equivalent of that? Like, how would you say, like, why not the both?
You mean perché non entrambi? Why not both?
Yeah, like, why not both? Why not the two? In Spanish, is esta porque no los dos?
Perché non entrambi? Yeah. Same
Okay.
thing.
Close, very close. Anyways, we're getting off track here.
No,
Um,
we are perfectly on track.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess I'm going back to this dude slicing his neck in the elevator. So he showed his daughter, and then immediately pulled out a knife and went to cut his neck open.
Bro, it looks like a child of actually normal proportions.
I know. Boys also learned how to draw.
His children just always get me. They're always just like... I don't know how he draws them like that, but it's always like their head is so big for their body. Like, Char looked fine. Mr. Itazuma looked fine, but like we saw Hiruhiko's flashback a few chapters ago, and it's like... there's no wonder he turned out like that if that's what his proportions looked like as a child. Like...
Dude, Hiruhiko had, like, the oddest proportions.
like Hokuzono, I don't know if this is just you being weird and drawing these characters like this for your like, yes, they're weird and different, or if you just like forgot how to draw while drawing that scene. Like, I just have no idea.
Bro, is Stewie Griffin from Family Guy.
Exactly.
Dude, he looked like a bean weasel.
Oh gosh.
Your baby Hugo looks like a weasel, guys. I don't even know why.
No, don't bully my son. Don't bully my son, guys.
Bro,
You
your
looked
son
weird
is
as a
evil.
child.
He didn't get it from me. Don't worry. Okay.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm starting to question that. Kidding.
You can't see. See, there's no camera, so the effect didn't work. But my jaw was just like,
Oh, man.
We can edit
Okay.
it in post.
Yeah, I'll just send a
Right.
picture of me over going.
New Kamunabi Headquarters background image, guys.
Yup. No, I was thinking of like being like having a competition or whatever. every week we all make predictions, and whoever's the absolute most wrong has to like take a picture wearing the most horrendous outfit they can find, and then that's going to be the background photo for next
A
week's
zombie
episode.
pocket shirt. Hell yeah.
That's just what I wear on a daily basis. Yeah, sure, I can do this.
Oh man. Dude,
Alright,
okay,
but
one Hakuri.
Where were we,
away.
guys? Throat?
Throat.
Oh, yes. Oh yeah. No, that dude sliced his neck. Like you can see the pain in Hakuri's face when he saw it happen again.
Oh yeah, that scowl and just like the blood running across his face horizontally.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
it's pretty messed
Kind of
up.
just like blanked it out though, because it almost seems as if he forgot how it happened in the very next frame when these two guys have swords to his neck.
I think at that point he just has a bigger deal to deal with, you know?
Yeah, I think he's just not like, because it's the way his face is blank and then his eyes like scrunch up, but then after that he's like getting attacked. So it's just, I just don't think he had much time to resonate on what happened. It didn't simmer yet. I think after this whole invasion, press it down and be like, shit.
Okay, that scene though where he like takes the two guys' swords away, he's like, you could do that, or are you gonna do that?
I loved
That
it.
was, oh my god. That was like same reaction that Edo had in episode 3, where he was jumping up and down like a little girl in the middle of the street.
Yeah, no, me and my sister read the chapters together, and so we were both like, oh my gosh. When he did that, it's so funny.
And then he comes out with like the most hanging ESO ever.
He can use it.
He can use it.
I kind of
was
forgot
wondering-
how. Oh wait, sorry.
Oh no, you go ahead.
I was gonna say I kind of forgot how powerful Iso is, because when I saw that, I was like, "Damn!" But then people were like, "This is like the limited power of it, like because it's supposed to be limited now." But then people pulled up receipts from when Shiba and Soya were fighting, and it was like Soya literally collapsed like a whole side of a building. So it's like, oh, so this might be limited still, but just even the limited power of that is crazy.
Yeah. Yes. Even limited, it's still insane. I was wondering how they were gonna nerf Hakuri, because it had to do it in some way. You know what I mean? Because like
Yeah.
he was just too convenient for the character to have, I guess.
I mean, that was the whole idea to his introduction of like, oh man, how are we possibly going to be finding somebody who's like related to this clan or can do anything? Oh, wait a second, looks behind him. Oh, there you are. It's like, I guess really just like one of his key character traits, you know?
True. It's because they were looking for leads, and it's like, wait, what'd you say your name was? Like, literally the most convenient time and place ever.
I have to take out the Sazanami's clan, new auction to Rakuzachi. Man, if only I could find a Sazanami. Hello, my name's Hakuri Sazanami. If only I could. Wait a second.
Right? He's like, wait, you're the son of the Patreon? Holy shit.
I love that chapter so much.
I love how through sheer domestic abuse power, Furry takes 0 damage when he gets beat up.
I know, that made me so sad.
It's very sad.
Like, that part of the chapter was literally like, 5 years of Kamunabi training has no match on domestic abuse. Woo!
Literally.
But I do love
What?
how Hakuri's finger ends up covering up some of the text. It really just shows like, hey, he's overcoming that slowly.
Yeah. I love it. I think it is a wonderful detail.
Yes, Soya's face do be looking kind of crazy though in that panel.
Who knows?
And
You know what we didn't talk about that I think is cool?
The
Huh.
library.
Oh, that's true, but also,
Oh no.
when Kyoto sends Hakuri on the warrior's path, the panel where Hakuri is falling is so cool.
Yeah.
Like
it
I really
reminds
like
me-
that one. Like the view of like underneath looking up and there's like the ripples in the floor. I think it's sick.
Yes.
Underappreciated, I
me-
reckon.
It reminds me of the Chihiro versus Hiruhiko in the falling elevator.
So cool.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hokuzono always cooks with elevators.
Gosh, has it almost been 10 chapters since that moment? That's insane.
No, it doesn't even feel like it, does it?
No. Like, legitimately, it doesn't feel like it has been nearly 20 chapters since Iori was introduced. Like,
20
20 chapters, man.
Yeah.
20 chapters. Oh yeah, these chapters are champs.
oh
You know,
my.
it was literally last year when Iori got introduced. Granted, it was the very beginning, but still.
Damn, was
arc's
it
been
really
going a
actually
while. I love it, though.
2024 when Iori got introduced?
It was.
Was it?
Holy
Uh-huh. Because I
Guys,
remember it, like, distinctly, because I made a presentation for my mom summarizing all of Kagurabachi, and the last chapter was when they were in the school, I think. Because I was like, oh, this is kind of a lame ending point compared to, like, what was, like, a little
Yeah, it
bit
is.
before
The
this,
last
but-
chapter of last year was chapter number 22. And yeah, that's when we got the whole chapter focused on Iori.
yes.
That's crazy.
It's like, guys, I'm losing my mind. That can't be the case. Can't be losing track of Kagurabachi, guys.
Bro, it doesn't
No,
feel like
okay.
this chapter is almost 2 years old. Like, it feels like this series still just started, like, the end of, like, last year. Like, I can't believe it.
Yeah. Yet I've been reading it since the beginning. So it definitely
Me too.
did not just start at the end of last year. You know what I mean? But it kind of feels like it does. Oh, Hokuzono. How do you do it?
Yeah, good modco.
Oh, yeah, how do you do it?
I didn't catch up till like the end of October, so feels a bit
Lame.
longer for you guys.
You caught up at like the best time though.
I really did. It was a lot of cool stuff going down.
Bro,
Yeah,
the
you caught up at-
Rakuzachi ended almost 40 chapters ago.
I know that's crazy to me. That's crazy.
Almost a full year ago.
Yeah, it was August
I-
5th. That's a very specific day to remember because I wasn't even reading it at that point. But oh, actually, I think this technically says August 4th on here. But when I looked it up a while ago, it said August 5th.
It would have been August 5th in Japan.
Japan. True. Oh, so
Because
true.
these chapters come out at midnight in Japan, which, at least here on the East Coast, which is where me and you are, Cal, it pretty much is 11, so it's August 4th. It's just
Got
that
it.
it's just a weird way that Shonen Jump likes to come out.
Guys, we are 80 chapters deep. You know that means we're probably gonna get an anime announcement soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rah! How do you think they're gonna do it? Like, are we getting a full season? Like, cause I think like a 20 or whatever, however long it ends up being.
They
I think a good season 1 would be Sojo and Rakuzaichi, and then just do Sword Bearers for season 2. But
I think that's a great way to do it because, like, yeah, like the way the Sword Bearers is set up is about as long as Sojo and Rakuzaichi combined. You know what
exactly.
Yeah, I think their best
feel
bet's to do a 24, and then I swear, if they make the Kagurabachi movie with Sword Bear, I will go see it. I will not be happy, though.
There's just too much there. I think there's just too much.
They'll try, though.
Unless they do part of it a movie. Unless they do like the part of it.
Although,
See, the thing is-
Hokuzono- Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna say the thing is, I like having a whole season like that would be great, but because you're complaining about the movie, and I do get it, but also like imagine being in a place with all of your bocce bros. You know what I mean? Like, I like the energy of
That's
like a room with other fans. I think is so fun.
Dude, a theater full of bocce fans would go so hard, guys.
Exactly, and then we can all be like, well, we were here
you.
first because you guys probably didn't read the manga.
We've been
You
talking about
know,
anime announcements since day one.
Exactly, it's like we've been here.
What were you
you
saying,
know the
Edo?
meme from Twilight with the novel guy looking down with some sort of disgust.
I think I
The
know what you're talking
meme
about.
from Twilight?
There's this meme from Twilight with the noble vampires on a sort of upper floor looking down with superiority, you
Wait, what?
uncivilized Americans. Third world country.
Oh man, hey, if Kagurabachi movie drops, sorry, Edo. I know you said you didn't want to come to America, but you have to. We would all have to get together to see it. Yeah,
Ma
like
col cazzo proprio.
But yeah, I'm guessing that probably next cover page that Kagurabachi gets, like whenever it's focused on the magazine lead color page, I think is what it's called. We'll probably be getting an announcement then, and I don't know if we're going to get one before the anniversary, but honestly, second anniversary would be a good time to say like, hey, it's in production.
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That would be.
I
Let me
mean, we
just
know
tell
there
you
are already
guys.
talks going on in the background. I mean, there's got to be.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you guys. That would just make my year.
I would be so not normal. Like, if they announce that on a day that I am, like, doing something, I don't even know how I'll go on with my day. Like, if I'm
Yeah.
at work and they announce a Kagurabachi anime, it's gonna be like, nobody in this building knows, knows that I'm. It's
Okay,
like that
listen.
party
My
meme.
my year is already ruined because they canceled the Kingdom Hearts game. So Kagurabachi anime announcement this year would totally make up for it.
There you go.
Totally make up for it. I would totally forget about Kingdom Hearts. It wouldn't even exist anymore in my head.
Kagurabachi's taken over all the brain space.
Kagurabachi and the Gray Man taking over all of the brain space. The Gray Man comes out quarterly though, so I don't have to worry about that one as much.
All right, where were we in the chapter?
You
I
know,
think towards
that's
the
a great
end, but then
question.
we didn't talk about the
Timestamps
library, so if you did want to talk about that, then
timestamps are gonna be hella crazy this video.
that's okay.
No, I think what it
That's
is
how
is
it's
like
supposed to be.
it's on topic, off topic for 20 minutes, on topic, off topic for 40 minutes. I think that's just how this episode's going to go, you know?
I think that's how most of them go, and I think that's the point.
Yeah, to be fair. I mean, last time we were looking at like, all right, Kudo's got one closed eye for like 20 minutes, so
I know we were making Kudo eye theories.
I think that
Awesome.
it's strange.
whenever he
Sometimes
opens
he has the sometimes he has the left eye closed. Sometimes the right one. I don't really get it.
when both eyes are open, his name changes and he becomes the traitor of the Kabanagi. But it's like it's a personality that's being held down, suppressed here in a moment, and that's why he has to close one eye so he doesn't remember everything that's fully going on whenever he opens both of them.
He becomes Traitor Son.
Great theory. That's at least what I think.
And then Azumi's right hand. That's the other one.
Oh gosh, that I don't want to think about that again.
Azumi's gonna bust out the right hand.
Wait, no, isn't he
I don't-
right? Isn't he right-handed? Wasn't he gonna bust out
Or
the
no,
left
it was
hand,
the
or am I
left
wrong?
hand. That's right.
I made the joke and even I forget.
I think he's right-handed. My goat Chihiro is left-handed though, so
Chihiro is left-handed. Holy shit.
he is.
But guys,
Representation for all the lefties out there, like me.
That's right. I remember seeing that for the
Like
first
me.
time. and being like, "Oh,
Are you left-handed too?
no,
Yeah.
I'm not left-handed."
Oh my gosh! Yay! 50%
Oh,
of this
Wait,
podcast is left-handed. We're taking over.
but when I was a kid, my grandpa tried to make me right-handed. When I was like 3, he saw me writing with my left hand. He took my pen and put in the right hand.
Dude, the same thing happens in Haikyuu. I'm sorry.
Well,
left hand,
not because
left hand
yeah,
angles are
not because
crazy.
his grandpa is fucking Christian and thinks that the lefties are fucking devil incarnated.
Yep.
My gosh.
Yeah, that's actually a pretty fairly common belief amongst older generations that left-handed people are just the spawn of the devil.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
It's just what hand you
Christian
write
lore.
with. That is so funny.
Okay, so I guess back on track a little bit. That library is crazy, and the Masumi were getting gassed up this chapter.
Yeah.
With good reason. I mean, the Masumi are badass.
I love
So-
them.
I love them too, and I really hope they aren't just fodder-ass characters.
No, they aren't.
I mean, they've been with us for a while.
Yeah,
but,
I
Yeah,
don't.
they're probably here to stay.
Yeah, I think they're going to be just like they're not going to be like the main group of like Chihiro and like all of the people he's slowly gaining that have daddy issues. But I think it's mainly going to be like there's going to be like support in the background, teaching him things whenever he doesn't know them, being like logical analysis for all of that. I mean, that's really how we've really seen him so far.
Yes, well, and apparently they've mastered everything on the entire floor of the library, which is, whew, goddamn, dedication much.
Oh yeah, it's. I love the running gag where Hakuri just every time is like, you know what? I don't like studying.
No, it's so funny. I love it. The
He
face
said
he makes is so cute.
He said books for days.
And what an opening line. Just books for days. He has so much whimsy. And
I
then
love how
someone
the
slits their
English-
throat in front of him for the second time.
And he's still got that whimsy, you know?
Of course he does.
I love these official translations because they're very they're very localized to America and to American slang.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Which is great. It's hilarious. To see Chihiro saying like, "Dude, what the hell?" Or like Hakuri being like, "Oh, books for days, bro." You know what I mean? Like, it's just little things like that.
Or like I think in chapter 78, Kyuguri was like talking about vibes and stuff. I was like, dude, you're funny.
Said the vibe isn't right.
The vibe isn't right, so I'm running away from this sword fight. The one thing all Americans understand.
Dude, let's be real. If anybody in the series was American, it would be Kaguri. I mean, look at that dude.
Mm,
He's like,
Yeah,
just wants to have a sword
more
fight.
with
I mean, don't we all?
yeah, but yeah, yeah.
All right. Did we miss anything, guys?
Well, I just want to go back to the library real quick and just the whole idea of you being able to learn like all of these special magic, such as like the teleportation and force field magic, and all of these like, as they call it, academic magics, of course, which aren't our innate magics. It's just interesting to see how they all work. Like, because of course we know there's like what 3 types of teleportation in this series. There's however Shiba does it. There's the way that, of course,
Right.
the Hishaku do it, and also the mandalas that the Masumi create. So it's like, I take it the mandalas are more of this like academic type that you have to learn and imbue power into, but it's just really cool to see like, okay, there's levels to this. Even if you don't know sorcery, you can still learn it from a fundamental level, and I think that's something that goes back all the way to whenever we were first getting ready to go into the Rakuzachi arc. It was that whole idea of whenever we were getting explained to us what sorcery was, Shiba said like, hey Hakuri, you can learn this. Like over time, I also may have been said the Char too. Like just that whole idea of if you aren't born with it, you can still learn it and do something with it. Like work hard enough, master part of a library, and you are so proficient in something.
Right. Right. You know, I do wonder though, like what Shiva's teleportation is, if that's part of his ability, like his innate sensitivity or not. And the more we look into it, the more it looks like no, that is not Shiva's sorcery.
It's just
And
one of those
hell,
things. It's just hard to tell right now. We're just gonna have to wait and see just what it is, you know?
right. And hell, we still technically haven't even seen Azumi use his sorcery. I mean, he just through sheer strength and power, chopped two dudes' heads like a grape.
Assault and battery, my goat.
Assault and battery. Azumi the Drip King.
I love Azami.
A girl. Don't even know. That panel of him doing that spin kick early in like chapter 4. Getting that dude way high up in the air, like that was
Yeah.
Bro,
He's so cool.
That Onimask sorcerer is still probably the smartest person we've seen in this series.
dude, straight up. That is the smartest NPC character we've ever seen because he was like, "Oh, I can't handle this," and he got the fuck out of there.
Yeah, he said, you know what? I don't want to mess with you guys. You're part of the government organization. I'm out of here. And you know what? Aiki's the only sorcerer who we have seen in this series who is not a major threat to hasn't died.
Nope.
I mean,
Nope,
even the Shigu brothers survived.
No, their heads got popped like grapes by our psychopathic goat.
Hell yeah.
That sounds like a great name for a band, guys.
What part of that?
Psychopathic
goat.
Yeah, that's the dude. Oh man. Let's see. I like this other like spread we get of all the Kamunabi higher ups here. On page 2.
Oh yeah, down in the bottom corner.
Who?
Yes.
Time to
So,
scroll to
like-
page 2.
Page 3.
Was it Eye Patch? Was
Page
it Eye
3.
Patch guy?
There we go.
Oh, page 3 is right. Was it Eye Patch guy who helped hide Kunoshige?
Yes.
Okay, I'm almost starting to think that, like, we might just all be wrong here. It's probably going to be him who's the traitor.
There's
He's suspicious because he has an eye patch.
the thing is,
Yes.
if
totally
he turns
biased
out
on
to be
that,
the
yes.
traitor, we need some really good like characterization for him beforehand. Like maybe next chapter
Oh, yeah.
he runs into Hakuri and the two of them are running around and he tries to help Hakuri out. And we see like, oh, maybe this guy's maybe a good guy and he sort of relates how he knew Rokuhira back in the day. And we get some red flags there, but also like, oh, this guy seems pretty cool. Like by the end of this chapter, I respect Kudo a whole lot more as a character, even if I still do think that he's got a chance to be a traitor, you know? But I really hope if it does turn out for him to be the traitor, we get build up on him, because that will be a really terrible situation if it's like, oh yeah, the entire time it was the guy with the long neck. I know we saw so much of him, but he was a traitor the entire time, and it's like, well, great, I knew so much about that guy, this reveal affects me so deeply, you know?
Long neck Jerry Kamunabi. Oh, do you have any extra thoughts, Edo, or do you think we missed anything? Anything we didn't talk about?
No, No, I don't think so. We talk about basically anything.
Uh, yeah, I don't think we missed anything, guys. I think we did pretty good today.
So,
Yes.
do we want to make those predictions that you were talking about earlier for next chapter?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
Well, no, but see, I have an unfair advantage because I already read next chapter, so I'll just go ahead and send a picture of me in the most horrendous outfit I have. And
Well, I don't know about the most. You don't need to do that, but I still think. I mean, I think that we're probably going to switch away from Hakuri next chapter. Granted, you know what's going to happen, so I don't know if you're laughing behind your camera back there. But yeah, I don't know. I don't.
would you like to know?
No, I don't want to know. That's for Sunday. But I just don't think we're going to stick with him. I think it'd be cool if we sort of like got a chapter with him here, got a chapter over with Azami, switched back over, sort of see what's going on back and forth in time. I think that'd be pretty cool. But also, I don't know how to write a manga, so.
Let me just tell you guys, like, I'm not going to spoil anything, but you are going to shit your pants.
God.
Like, Cal,
See,
wherever you
oh, no.
make sure you're in a safe place, Cal, when you're reading it.
Oh, God.
Trust me.
Okay.
So
You
here,
will fall to
God.
the ground.
this is the
You
best
will
part.
fall to your knees.
I'll keep a blanket with me too in case I decide to dive on my floor again.
You also might want to keep a really thick pillow to scream into.
Okay.
I
Oh
like
gosh.
actually.
See,
I
I
actually
like
started
that. I actually like that you read the leaks because then I love like because whenever I show anyone anything, I kind of like to be cryptic of like, ooh, this next part's really good. So it's like it just feels like that. It's fun.
Oh man, yeah,
I
no,
have a few predictions now, but none that I'm going to say on the podcast here. We're just gonna have to wait and see if they're true.
Things if you're
no, you
saying
have
that
to say
I'm
that.
gonna go crazy, my brain goes to so many places. So
Yeah, it's
like
like it could be Izami, it could be Hakuri, or it could be something else entirely. Like, bro, Shiba
Oh,
appears.
I was gonna say, I was
okay.
like, Shiba?
You have no idea, guys. It's insane. It's insane.
The Chiki is the traitor, and we all get to celebrate that. We were right.
I'm sorry,
Let's
three of
just
you
all
get to
say,
celebrate.
Yeah, yeah.
right. Let's just say that Okuzono knows how to edge us for weeks on
So
end.
Shiba's here. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
I didn't say that.
That's what I'm saying.
You'll wait and see. Just wait and see. Just wait and see. You'll lose your mind.
Alright, I'm gonna have to build a time machine just so I can go travel in time 3 days to find out what this chapter is now.
Yeah, then we'll come back. No.
I
You know
can't
what? My
wait.
prediction is I'll go. Even though I kind of agree that I think we probably will cut from Hakuri, I'll just take the other stance anyways. That will stay with him just so we can have
Just so either
like.
me or you is wrong.
Yeah, exactly. So we're not like, you know what I mean? So we're not like both wrong or both right. You know what I mean? It's more fun if one of us takes one side and one takes the other. So I'll say that we'll start with Hakuri next time, even
Well,
though we probably will not.
I mean, we could easily start with him, but it's just like, who's the main focus of the chapter, you know?
I feel
We're
like if
going to get so
anything,
specific. Alright, so the third panel on page 7 is going to have Hakuri, alright? And then the next panel, we're going to have a little bit of a flashback of Chihiro before we cut back into the fight with Izami and the samurai
without
guy,
spoiling,
where Shiba appears, you know?
Mhm.
without spoiling anything, I almost want to see if the third panel of page 7 has Hakuri in it. Like just
Oh no,
to
he's in the
tell you-
chapter. He's in the chapter.
Oh boy.
like I almost want to, but I'm not
On
gonna.
page 19, in the bottom corner, we've got Shiba, and then if you look really close in the background, you'll see that's me freaking out.
Joke's on you. Next time it's going to be a 17-page chapter.
Fuck.
Page 26. Deep, deep, deep in the shadows of the background, the eyes of Uruha light up.
Oh my goodness. See, that's another way to cater to me.
I think anything cool is just a good way to cater to you, Cal.
Yeah, but I'm so a part of the Aruha Nation. I love
I'm a part of
him.
the
I
Aruha
love
Nation
him so
too.
much.
I was a part of the Aruha Nation.
You were. I'm still on
second.
board. I'm the
still am.
conductor of the Aruha Nation train.
I became a part of the Aruha Nation when Toby Mune's abilities had to do with birds. And Ishihira came back to life, and I was like, "Oh man, he's definitely got some kind of phoenix ability in that bitch."
Yeah.
Dude. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out to the show today. My name's Karasu. If you want, go ahead and check out Calcan 7 and Glowplasma on YouTube. We do a lot of Kagurabachi stuff, and Glowplasma does a lot of other stuff on top of Kagurabachi as well. And if you like piano and other music stuff, go ahead and check out my channel. And, any remarks from you guys before closing out?
Nah, had a good time.
Aruha's still alive.
Bye.
That's my message.
Aruha is still alive, yes.
Hey guys, Glowplasma here, and Edo had to leave at a very specific time in the recording of this episode, and because of that, we're going ahead and getting a little off topic. So just because Edo could leave, we pretty much wrapped up this episode a little bit early, and then went back and talked about some more anime and manga, just general off topic stuff. Sometimes relating back to Kagurabachi, sometimes not particularly relating back to Kagurabachi. That's what you hear at the end of this episode. Is pretty much just like all of our off-topic, non-Kagurabachi rambling. Sorry if there's any cuts in there, try to make it seamless as possible. But just like letting you guys know, this episode was recorded a little bit weird. Sort of like, hey, we were recording, we went off topic a little bit, we filmed an outro with Edo, and then we went back to going on all of our rambling stuff. So that's just how this episode's put together. Hope you guys are having a great one.
I love Aruha so much. His design is just so goofy. I realized like a month ago that they're very different but also similar in multiple ways. Aruha and Chozo are kind of alike, and the one they kind of look similar, but two, like they are both like one's crazy about his brother and the other's crazy about Chihiro's dad, and it just gives the same energy a little bit.
The two of them would be
And-
such good friends.
Exactly,
Oh my God.
right? And I love Chozo as well. I have a car air freshener of him. He's dangling from my rear view, guys. I love Chozo, and so then I
Chozo's
realized
top 2 in JJK.
top two. Ooh, who's one for you?
It's Chozo and Toji.
Really? I mean, that's a good pick. I like Megumi best.
Love Megumi. I'm not gonna lie, I think my all-time favorite JJK character is probably it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Higuruma.
Really? That's good too.
Yes.
I like Megumi.
Higuruma.
I like Yuta. I like Gojo. I like
I really
Chozo.
like the comedy guy too, though. Yeah. So who did I say my favorite character was again? Damn it,
Higuruma,
Lawyer
right?
man.
Higuruma. That's right.
Big
I
Law.
love
That's what me and my sister call him. Big Law.
Big Law.
It's such a random guy
love-
too. Like,
No,
the
he's
lawyer
cool
stuff
though.
was cool, but it's like, wasn't
And he
like,
sits in
supposed
the
to be, like,
bathtub in his suit. He's hot.
Wasn't he like a big prodigy or something? Like he was so good at his job or whatever. Or so he became a sorcerer
The
so
thing
quick.
is he so at his actual job as a lawyer, he lost like all of his cases because he was a defense lawyer for the criminals. And in Japan, you have like a 90% chance of being convicted of a crime even if you didn't commit it.
Oh, that's terrible for Higuruma. I feel bad for him. I don't.
Yes. What the hell, Glow? You don't feel bad for my boy?
I mean, he gets his comeuppance at the end of the day, doesn't he? Get like sliced in half at the end of that series, and he's just like back.
Yeah, he comes back. Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
he
I
gets his
think he was-
comeuppance. What's wrong with him? What'd he do?
I don't know. He's a lawyer.
Damn. Damn. You got a problem with lawyers, bro? What did they do to you?
I don't know. I just have one now. You know, it's like
Glow hates Ace Attorney.
Dude, you better not hate Ace Attorney. I'm playing Ace Attorney right now, and I love
So
it.
is my sister. Oh my god,
I
you guys
have
are
all of the
twins.
games on my 3DS, but you know what? I'm never gonna play them.
Because he
Why?
hates lawyers.
Yep, because he hates lawyers. You lawyer hating,
I have that deep-seated
law
hate, you know.
unabiding. Lawyer hating, law unabiding.
Glowplasma 231, proud to be it every single day.
Oh,
So
man.
you said Toji's your favorite?
Yeah, really. I'm thinking about it right now. So if I had to give you like the top 4 characters who I really enjoy, it is Toji, Chozo, Kashimo, and Gojo.
I love Kashimo. Oh my
Those
god.
are good choices.
Like
Those are good.
I just like Toji because he's like this strong guy. We see him in the flashback. He's this like lethal weapon who comes back and forth. He's got the really awesome first fight we really see with Gojo in it. Or like the first chronologically, I can't speak right now. And then just Gojo, I think he's got a really cool aura about him. I just have always liked his character.
Yeah.
And then Kashimo, so I was not reading JJK. I really didn't catch up and read. I mean, I watched a little bit of the anime when it first came out in 2019 or whatever. Then I read a little bit of the manga, but thought it was terrible, and I stopped. But then I just opened it up on Shonen Jump one day, and it was the beginning of the Hakari and Kashimo fight. And I read it every week just until that fight ended. I did not know what was going on, but I just love Kashimo's character. And then Chozo is just
Kashimo,
very
too.
cool.
I love Chozo so much.
Choso is probably my probably one of my favorites for sure.
I also just
I-
love that fight in like the bathroom during Shibuya. Like it's such a good
Yes!
fight. The anime did it so much good justice.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely,
It's so good.
that fight was peak. That
Oh
fight
my
was peak for
gosh.
sure.
Underrated character, I think, Mekamaru. I like him a lot.
Dude, Mekamaru was super underrated, and he got bitched by Mahito for no reason.
Well, his stuff with Miwa, for some reason, hits so good for me. I mean, I guess I am a little shipper, so, like, you know, I'll take it. But, like,
I
dude,
cried.
the
Oh.
train scene with them, like, oh my
Oh
gosh.
god, that was
Low-key, my
killer.
Roman Empire. I think about it a lot.
That scene was killer, dude. Like I shed tears.
You know, I like it.
I
Plenty
don't
of tears.
know. I didn't like Mekamaru.
Ah.
He just sort of like
Mekamaru,
he just sort of showed up, and it's like, oh yes, I'm gonna command this big guy now, and I forget, like, does he get taken out by Mahito or somebody? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
never.
he gets taken out by Mahito.
Yeah, I never particularly cared for him.
Okay, Mekamaru shouldn't have died because he was literally so smart. He figured out a way around Mahito's defenses. Like,
Yeah.
Did he?
like he had an easy. Yeah, he did. He somehow figured out how to bottle, what do you call it? Simple domains, and then weaponize them.
To be
by
fair, he
shooting
did,
them.
like, almost win, I would say.
He did literally almost kill Mahito. He was so close.
But I think it's one of those narrative things where he probably would have, if like we're just objectively looking, but it's like Mahito had to be the bigger villain there, so he had to end up winning at the end of the day.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know. JJK is cool. I think it has a lot of like cool moments, but I don't know. It's never been one of my favorites.
I really enjoyed JJK a lot. I was
Yeah,
with it
I
every
like it a
week
lot,
coming
too.
out.
I don't know.
It's not like my fave, but I do like it a lot.
I mean, it was a fun series to follow. Don't get me wrong. I mean, going back and forth, having the whole joke at the final arc of like, oh yeah, we see Hakuri and Urahime fighting with each other. We never see the end of that, and it's like 9 months later. Oh, it's done. It's like, come on.
Yeah, I don't think it's written the best. I will say that.
And I'll tell you what, though, Okazono's kind of pulling a Gege right now, but like he's doing it in the way Gege should have done it.
What do you mean by that?
I was gonna say, what do you mean by that?
Because I do not know
Like-
what pulling a Gege is in this scenario.
Okay, so like basically what he's doing is he is setting up all of these crazy scenarios, you know what I mean? Like nutso things are just happening. All like, you know, Chihiro's about to fight Samura. Like Hakuri's probably about to run into and fight, you know, someone crazy or join up with somebody crazy. We don't know yet. There's just like a lot of stuff going on, and it seems like every chapter or every couple of chapters switches to a different POV to set up a whole new battle.
I will
Know what I
say, yeah,
mean?
Gege did do that, but Gege did not start that in the slightest. I mean, that's just something that's been
No.
going on forever. I mean, even I write D&D campaigns that I play with my friends, and like, I
Play
have done
D&D
that
too.
plenty of times where it's
You
like,
guys play D&D too? What the hell?
yeah,
Yo, we're all cool.
hey! But like,
Oh.
what I will do is I will like set up D&D for my friends, and without realizing it, I'll put like 40 different plot lines in. It's like, okay, all of this stuff will be coming together at some point, but it's just like, how does it happen? And it's like, I think everybody has the availability to do that. It's just, I don't know. It's, yeah. I just
Okay.
don't think.
So as fellow D&D fans, have you guys seen Dungeon Master Therapy?
I have not.
No, I've not even heard of that.
Me neither.
Oh boy, should you?
What is it?
Yes, it's my
Oh,
question.
it's hilarious. Okay, so basically it's these skit videos on YouTube, where the dude sets it up like fake therapy sessions, where there's like a therapist talking to a dungeon master about some crazy shit that the dungeon master had to deal with during a campaign.
Oh gosh.
But like one of the episodes, somebody's sorcerer character casts conscious on a banana, and then that banana then proceeds to learn magic and cast consciousness on a bunch of other bananas, who then proceed to learn magic, therefore creating a army of banana wizards.
If you allow that as a DM, you've just got a problem with saying no to your players.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah. But no, that's like the whole thing, you know. It's just like a bunch of crazy situations that could just be avoided if the DM would say no.
That's D&D for you, though.
Love me some D&D. Me and my sister play D&D at the bar.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I have a campaign to go to later tonight.
Mine are on every other Wednesday, so mine's upcoming Wednesday.
Nice.
Yeah,
we
whenever
play
I was-
shit for D&D.
Whenever I was up at school, that's what I would do, is my group met every single Wednesday.
Hell yeah.
Don't write a campaign and do it weekly. I don't recommend it.
No.
No, don't do it.
No, you guys want to hear this funny backstory from my D&D character right now?
Sure.
I
Alright,
heard
so
the
my
hesitation
character-
in your voice there, Cal.
No,
It's short and sweet, I swear.
no, you're good. Don't worry.
Yeah, what's up?
So, my character's backstory: he fell asleep on his porch while smoking a cigarette, and woke up and his whole town had burned down because of the cigarette that he fell asleep with. but he thought it was dragons, so now he has an unnatural hatred towards dragons. And he tries to kill them all.
Does he still smoke cigarettes?
Yes.
Amazing character trait. We can work with that arc.
I really like that. I really
He has-
like that. That's good.
He has no idea it was the cigarette. He still thinks it's the dragons.
I will be stealing that. I hope you know.
I was gonna
Dude,
say
go.
I'm gonna tell my sister about that, and she will probably make an NPC that is almost exactly like that, because that's really good.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
Go
make an
for it.
old man in one of my towns who's just like old and he always just talks and like, oh yes,
Those
back in my
goddamn
day.
dragons!
See, back in
Those
my day, I
goddamn
used to live
dragons.
in a town, and my town burned down. Oh boy.
Those damn dragons.
Those goddamn dragons took everything I had. Oh man. My buddy's is even funnier. I can't remember what it is right now. I'll have to ask him, but his is his is so fucking funny. His is the type of funny. It's like, how do you come up? How does one brain work like that? Yeah. Yeah.
I reckon.
I don't even think there's any more on topic we can do.
True.
I think we blasted through all the on topic and then just stayed off topic the whole video.
Yeah, it is what it is. Eventually, this is going to be Kamunabi Headquarters, the half Kagurabachi podcast, half general everything else podcast.
And that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
Until
we'll have, like, the
supposedly
com-
next chapter, where we all just,
We'll have-
like, crap ourselves.
Where we all lose our minds.
Oh no. Yeah, you guys are literally gonna shit yourselves.
And, you will be hearing from me Sunday at like 11:15.
11:15. I love how specific you were with that.
Cal's going to be at, like, 11:16, we're all going to screenshot it and be like, we heard what you said. And then we're going to see
true, what-
Hakuri in the third panel of page 7, it's going to go crazy.
7.
Hey, I did warn you guys. I did warn you.
Actually, it'll probably be like 11, like 25, because One Piece chapter also comes out.
Yeah, plus you're
Forgot
gonna
about
have
that.
to stop having it. You're gonna have to stop having a seizure after the chapter drops. So
Yeah,
before
I'll
you
have to
can-
calm down a sec and then switch to One Piece, which I think is also should be getting pretty crazy soon.
Does that mean that you
But-
read One Piece first?
No, I read One Piece second.
That's actually how I do it. I have
Really?
I have a reading, yeah, because it's like just the same way I talk about it in my videos on Shonen Jump. So it's like I always do Kagurabachi first, then One Piece, and then all of the other series after those guys. I mean, it used to be back in the day, it'd
Nice.
be My Hero first, then One Piece. But I said Kagurabachi should take over that spot, you know?
Real.
I'm sorry to the One Piece fandom. I love One Piece, but Kagurabachi's better, yo. It just is. I'm sorry. I said it. Hot take. Hot take.
Bachi's only 80 chapters in.
And it's still blowing One Piece out of the water in story quality, in my opinion.
Okay, but let's consider. Let's compare, like,
4
Like,
hours
literally, like-
later.
yeah, like Wano's not even my favorite arc, but like the entirety of Wano could be its own series.
Oh, literally.
Bro, I
it's, like,
love my statistic
double
that
the length
Chainsaw
of
Man
Kagurabachi.
starts and ends in the same time as Wano.
That is crazy.
Oh man, One Piece is I mean, okay, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it's something else.
Oh, I think
See, I'm a One Piece girly through and through.
I
so-
think reading One Piece is the worst way to experience the story. Reading it week to week,
Yeah, I
it's
feel like
so much better on the binge read through.
even then, I
Okay,
feel like,
but, like-
at least now, not to be fair, I watched all of the anime, right? I'm actually behind right now, but I did watch all of the anime originally, and I don't know. I think especially with the newer stuff, the anime kind of elevates, at least like the fighting and stuff, so much. Because I think everybody agrees that like fighting is not Oda's strong suit, and so it's like, I think seeing that like with animation in motion, because like they've been elevating the hell out of it.
Oh,
So,
dude,
like,
for sure. Like,
at least of
like,
recent.
like Zoro versus Rob Lucci, that fight when it got animated was actually insane.
They fought?
Yes.
In Egghead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bro, all I remember about
But
Egghead
they-
is there was like 4 months of, alright, here's my message, I'll give it to you next. Oh, here's my message, I'll give it to you next. Oh,
Okay,
here's
the
my
message goes hard though. The message goes hard.
Oh, the message was great. Don't get me wrong. It
I
was
feel
amazing.
like the message will see, because I was just saying how the anime kind of does the fighting better. I do think that the message will probably be better in the manga, just because you can read it instead of like, I feel like it's gonna take like 40 million episodes to get to the message, and it's gonna feel so annoying.
No, I just, One Piece is a very well written series. And especially
Yeah.
where we are right now, around the time where all of these Kagurabachi chapters are coming out, I think the story is really ramping up, and like I'm excited to see like, oh, what are all of the Royal Knights? No, they're not royal. That's a Digimon term. The Holy Knights. Yes,
Holy
that's
Knights,
them.
there you go.
I always get that mixed up because I don't know if you guys really know Digimon or anything, but I play a card game of it.
No.
So it's
I do
just
not know.
Yeah,
Digimon.
it's just pretty much, it came before Pokemon, and it was like a virtual pet sort of thing, and they remade a card game for it in 2020, and there's a faction there called the Royal Knights that I always just get mixed up with.
Oh.
'Cause it's like, oh
Makes
yes,
sense.
Royal Knights. Oh wait, no, they're called the Holy Knights. My bad.
Dude, the leakers for One Piece have been so bad lately. Like, because what do you mean it's like a Monday and I'm seeing untagged spoilers? Like,
Oh, dude.
I wish very bad things upon people doing that. It makes me so mad.
Bro, it makes me so happy that I'm not in those circles whatsoever.
Well, I'm on Twitter like way too often, and so it's like,
I am too,
Oh
just
my
that doesn't
gosh.
make it into my feed. I don't know how I miss all of it, but it just never does.
it's so annoying because I literally like every like around like Tuesday is when I need to start like muting like the hashtag of just like One Piece, like one Nexus 150, right? Well, 1150.
Jesus.
But it's just like, it was on Monday, I think. I saw like a crazy untagged spoiler, and I was like, oh my gosh, the leaks aren't even till Wednesday. How?
Even until Wednesday. How?
Like, oh my gosh. And then last week it was later in the week, but because there was actually panels at that point of like crazy stuff and that, and it's like, why are we doing this? I really hope that when the anime for Kagurabachi comes out, that all of the leakers don't like take over. I'll be so mad. I would actually delete Twitter.
I will say the Kagurabachi community right now, at least, has been very clear, like, no leakers. Like, there are people who have tried, and at least a group on Twitter has said, like, nah, we're good. Stop.
Yeah, no, they do very good
like,
right now, but I just fear when the anime comes out bigger and bigger, it'll like have less control.
Like the leaks community for Kagurabachi is actually really, really small. Like,
yeah,
I think there's like maybe 200 of us on the Discord server. That's it.
Yeah, I mean, I can say that I've never once seen a Kagurabachi leak early. Now, I have messed up, and, like, before I read the chapter, I cannot go on Twitter on Sunday before, like, just going, like, damn it, I didn't want to get that spoiled for me already. But it's always just, like, been a me problem.
You know, it happens. Well,
like, bro, I got spoiled on Iruha dying the morning of because I hadn't read the chapters yet.
No.
And I was on a trip somewhere, and I didn't have, like, I didn't have time to sit down and read the chapter yet, so I opened up Twitter and like, Iruha is dead, and I'm like, what? Nah. Nah. You guys are just being funny, right? Then I open up chapter and I'm like, well, damn, that happened, you know? What am I supposed to do?
Oh man, that's rough.
Iruha is not dead. That is a class action lie.
True.
That is a class action line. Aruha is alive and kicking.
But
Real.
Swear.
on that, I
Hands down.
do need to start getting out of here.
Yeah, I probably
Okay,
should
yeah,
too.
you know, me too. I'm exhausted, actually.
Because it is now 9 o'clock, at least here on the East Coast. So, yeah.
True.
Damn, it's
Dang, we've been here for a bit.
damn near 2 hours. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the recording's only an hour and 30 minutes, and we're going to have to cut a little bit of that out, but I legitimately think about the last, 30 minutes is just us rambling about manga, other manga.
Yes, basically. And you know what? That's okay. Maybe we'll have to start the Kamunabi Headquarters Straw Hat Division or something. Right. You know?
Bro,
The Straw Hat Division is crazy.
Where we can talk about One Piece, but then ramble on about other things.
bro, I have nowhere near enough to say about One Piece.
Dude, me neither. All these chapters lately have been so slow, I'm not gonna lie.
It's like, wow, Gunko's cool. I can't wait to see more of her. Okay.
And then, yeah.
Next week.
Yeah.
Wow, Gunko's cool. I can't wait to see more of her design in the future. Okay. It's like...
Yeah, no, honestly, Elbaf has not really been hitting much for me, I'm not gonna lie. I think it's hard to follow up Egghead, though.
Oh, I'm gonna be real. I've been enjoying Elbaf so much. The only thing is, like, just all of the 15-page chapters. It's like, come on, Oda, just like... I don't mind if you take, like, a month off just to give us, like, 17, 19-page chapters every week.
True.
I don't know if you guys also read Chainsaw Man week to week, but it's the same problem there. It's like, Fujimoto, for the past 4 months, all you've given us is just 15-page chapters where nothing happens. Like, come on, man.
I don't read Chainsaw Man, but I've heard the complaints about how short the recent chapters have been.
Yeah, he needs to take, 2 months off just to, like, recover, and then just make, like, 17. If he gave us 17, 19 pages in a week, it'd be amazing.
You know, not even a fan of Chainsaw Man at all.
I watched the anime, but I didn't like it enough to be like, I need to continue with the manga. Whereas, like, I mean, I'll watch the movie when it comes out, and like in the anime, like when season 2 finally happens. But like, I didn't feel like that strongly. I love Aki. He was my favorite.
Oh, I love Aki.
Yeah, I know spoilers.
Yeah.
But
I know spoilers, just alright, well, I think it is that time, my friends.
To the outro we recorded almost probably like 30 minutes ago.
Thanks everybody who made it to the end of the video. My name's Karasu. I'd like to also give a thanks to Mikey, my editor, and big shout outs to Glowplasma and Calcan 7. Go ahead and go check out their channels. They do a lot of Kagurabachi stuff that's really cool. And big thanks to my friend Edo Serafino from Italy. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Till next time.